Hi and welcome back to Amaroni. Today we're going to be looking at a very interesting game from HABA. It's called in German Mein erster Lernspielzoo, which means my very first educational play zoo. So this game introduces children to animals and we're going to have a look at this with Jayen. Hey Jayen.
Hi.
So you're going to have a look at what we got in this box. Now the box isn't that big, but there's a lot of stuff in it. So what's there? Tell me what you found.
It is.
So these are the it looks like the actual boards for the games, right? So you've got two of those and they're both double-sided. Okay, so you can see here there's one with numbers and palm trees, and you've got what looks like racing flags there.
One with chameleons, well, I don't know, and one with leaves and monkeys.
Monkeys. Okay, so there's obviously something about all these four boards that we need to find out more about. So what else did you get in the box?
I got some animals and a zookeeper.
Zookeeper. Can I see the zookeeper? I think his name's Tim.
Yeah.
So Tim the zookeeper and all of his animals which are there.
And
Got a
cards.
variety. Got some cards with numbers on them. And they call these the giraffe dice. They do look like giraffe pattern, doesn't it? We've got all these pop-outs. Look how many things there are.
But why are there lots of pop-outs?
Well, Jayen, that's a very good question, because do you know that in this box, this is actually 10 games in one box?
Well, that's cool.
It's cool, isn't it? So should we find out a little bit more about the games?
Yeah.
All right, let's do that. So you were right when you heard me say that there are actually 10 games in this one box. And I'm going to be looking here at this instruction book, which is, as you can see, it's much bigger than the usual instruction books from HABA because it's got so many different games in it. The game that we're actually going to try playing is the one called Touching Animals, which is actually a tactile memory game for 2 to 4 players, ages 3+. So Jayen, what you need for this is you need the zookeeper Tim. You need 8 cardboard animal discs. I think that's these guys here. You need the giraffe dice, one of those. You also need 12 coconuts. 12 coconuts.
Oh, coconut!
You found the coconuts. You've got them on there, so get those ready. And we need.
Put them up.
Yeah, pop them out, and we need all of the animal figures and we need the fabric bag. So that's for the first game. While Jayen's putting that together, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the other games that are featured. You've got the 1, 2, 3 counting giraffes game, which is all about focusing on counting and numbers. Again, that's got different degrees of difficulty and it's for ages 3+. And there's also variations on that game, so you can see really how far you can take this this one box of games. You've also got the zoo competition, and that one it's all about the recognition of colours, that game. So again, it's about observation, same sort of age group. We've got What a Charade, that's a tactile game with shapes for 2 to 4 players, again ages 3+. We've got Giraffe Twins, which is another memory game, a colour memory game called Colourful Chameleon Hunt. How are you getting on, Jayen?
Kind of good.
Getting there? You got the coconuts? Got all the coconuts out. These are the little coconuts that Jayen's popped out for our game. We've got Greedy Guts. Greedy Guts is another game. It's called A Delicious Game of Cards for 2 to 4 players. Again, now this one's age 4+, so slightly older age group. And this one is a comparison and distinguishing numbers game from 0 to 10. So that's quite exciting. And in that one, you use these cards. They're the fruit cards, which have got fruits and numbers on them. So you can see there, so that's for that one. You've then got Giraffe Detectives, which is another memory game using the dice. Hubbub Number Zoo, the Number Zoo, which is a game about number sequences. And finally, your 10th game it's called 2 + 5 = Coconut, and this one's all about addition. So that one again is aimed at the 4+ range. So you can see there are a lot of games to explore and we just don't have enough time to play them all today, but we are going to play the very first one in the instruction manual, which is called Touching Animals, and it is a memory game. So Jayen and I are going to have a go at that now, see what you think. So Jayen, this is how we need to set this game up. So you've already done quite a lot of it. We had to put the animals face up, so not with the tree side but the animal side, on the table in a circle, which you've done. We had to put the coconuts, all 12 of them, into the center of the circle. we had to put zookeeper Tim next to any of the animals, and you've chosen to put him right next to the rhinoceros. You've then got to put all of the wooden animals into the fabric bag, so why don't you do that? And then you get the dice ready. So we only need one of the dice. Who last petted an animal? Have you stroked Romeo since you got home from school?
No.
Oh, then it's me. I get to go first. I roll the dice and I get a blank square, which means that zookeeper Tim doesn't move at all. And it's your go, lucky boy. So Jane's going to roll the dice, and whatever number you get,
No.
1, you move in a clockwise direction, so that's going this way. So he goes next to the zebra. Now, Jane, this is the difficult bit. You need to now try and get the zebra out of the fabric bag without looking. So you've just got to feel and see if you can get the zebra out by touch. Oh my goodness, you are so good at this. Now pop him on the circle.
Yay.
Well done. And as a reward for getting that, Jayen, you get one of the coconuts. Take one of the coconuts. So I think it's my go next.
No.
Well done, that was really good. Okay, 4. So I'm going to move zookeeper Tim 4 places. So he goes to the seal, to the turtle, the snake, and he ends up with
Birdie.
the toucan. Okay, give me that bag. I'm going to see if I can find a toucan beak. Let me see if I can feel. So I'm not allowed to look. No peeking allowed. And I've got to kind of try and find a big toucan's beak.
Okay, let it go.
I think that's not a toucan.
That was good.
What about this guy now? Oh, this is really hard. How did you do it? How did you do it so easily?
Because I can feel the stripes.
Okay. Oh, wow. Okay.
And if you feel the beak like this.
Oh, I reckon it's this. Oh my God, I did it! Because I realised actually toucan's quite small. That was cool. So I get a coconut too. And on the game goes.
I'm going.
So my very first educational play zoo is a box just full of fun. It's got so many different versions, and as you can see, my little one's very, very excited over there, celebrating all by himself on his wins. He's just carrying on playing while I'm getting back to the video. So we've had a good time just playing that one game, but there's so many more to explore. So it really is a great game to have in your games cupboard. I would say this is going to keep the kids busy. And just having looked through the rule book at these other games, there are so many variations on the one game. So you can imagine it's more than 10. It's definitely more than 10 games. And it gives children an introduction to animals and colours and numbers. So it's perfect for when they're sort of ages 3+. So you've had fun with this game. Tell me more about what you think of it.
I think I'll rate it out of 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10. What did you enjoy about it?
That the setting up part and playing the real actual game. And there's lots of more.
There's lots more games. There are, aren't there? Yes, well said. I couldn't have said it better myself. Well, thanks again for joining us this week. Do check us out on Instagram because we've got competition news and other news about the HABA range and indeed everything that Amaroni does. So check us out. The address is running down the bottom of the screen now. And we'll be back next week for some more exploration into the HABA game range.
Bye!
Bye!